and welcome to part one of my How to Stop Compulsive Eating experiment. I have up to this point given up certain foods, and I've reached the point where I realise that now how I eat is what I need to concentrate on. And I've just read a book called Women, Food and God by Janine Roth, and in it she has these eating guidelines which are how people who have a normal relationship with food eat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using these guidelines as the basis for this experiment, and the aim is to see if first of all I can make my relationship with food less compulsive, and secondly if I actually lose any weight. So I will read you these eating guidelines from Women, Food and God, and then I'm going to talk to you about what I'm going to do with them, because I'm not going to follow them slavishly, I'm not going to follow them to the word, and I'm not going to try and follow them all at once. I'm going to do what's best for me. Okay, so number 1, eat when you're hungry. Number 2, eat sitting down in a calm environment, and that excludes the car. Number 3, eat without distractions. So distractions include radio, TV, books, or intense or anxiety producing conversations, or even listening to music. Number 4, eat what your body wants. Number 5, eat until you're satisfied. Number 6, eat with the intention of being in full view of others. And then finally number 7, eat with pleasure. So those are the guidelines. I have a couple of problems. I've got a lot of problems with these, but partly that's due to my own compulsive eating. So I am going to change them as I go along. For example, it says here eat with pleasure, number 7. Now it seems to me that can't be a guideline. Surely pleasure is it's not a guideline, it's more a result. So if you've got a good relationship with food and you're eating the right food and you're eating it in a certain way, that will give you real pleasure, surely. So I don't know how. It's like telling somebody, right, you must enjoy yourself today. You can't force yourself to enjoy something. So what I've realised with this one particularly, it's about doing other things that will give me real pleasure, rather than the addict's fix kind of pleasure. Eat when you're hungry. Now, that's very difficult for me. I've only just realised in the last month or two that often I will be 100% convinced I'm physically hungry, and it's actually something else. So for me, to tell me, well Harriet, you've just got to eat when you're hungry, I have to unravel that a bit. I'll give you an example. The other night, it was about 10 o'clock and I felt like I was really hungry. And something in me just said, no, I want you to do an experiment tonight. I want you to try not eating and see what happens. And I don't know how I managed, but I managed it. And then, do you know what? About 20 minutes later, I stopped being hungry. So I think often I'm very mixed up with physical and emotional hunger. So I'm going to have to, this guideline number 1, I'm going to have to unravel it. So basically these guidelines need adapting, okay? And the other thing is, I know that it's a dreadful idea to try and do all of them at once. I'll get overwhelmed and I will fail. When I've given up things in the past, I've just given them up one by one. And so I was able to succeed at that. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to start off with 2 of these. And they are number 2, eat sitting down in a calm environment, and number 3, eat without distraction, because I feel that those are necessary for a lot of the other ones to succeed. And those ones I've got real problems with. As I said, I want to be, I said this in an earlier video, I love reading while I'm eating, and I know it's something I really need to work on. So that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this experiment tomorrow. I have been psyching myself up for a week, and I found when I've done this before and I've given things up is I need a psyching up period it's basically to sort of have a word with my subconscious and say, this is going to happen and I just want you to get ready. So I'm starting tomorrow, and I'm feeling I'm feeling quite intrepid, and the other thing this psyching up period has given me a chance to do is to practice, and just practice without feeling like I'm succeeding or failing. So I've actually had a few times sitting down in a calm environment without distractions. Sometimes it's been actually quite good and I've quite liked it. Other times I've been no way, and it was as if there was an adult standing there. I'm not doing this, I'm going upstairs to eat my crisps at my desk. So and it's been very, very interesting to observe myself, and what I've got from this practice period is the fact that this is a real problem for me, and it's going to be hard on a day-to-day level. It's going to be hard when I'm in the middle of doing some work and I'm in a flow and I just want to write, and I've got loads of ideas coming out of my ears, but I'm hungry and I want to eat at the same time. So it's given me a grasp of what the sort of the problems at the chalk face are going to be, and that's always a good idea. If you can go in with your eyes open as far as possible, then I'll have a chance to tackle them really. So yes, I'm going to start tomorrow, and I also, the other thing I want to do is to be accountable. This is not just me sitting here going on and on about the eating guidelines and never making any difference to my life. We've all done that, you know. This is about actually putting these into practice, changing my life, losing weight, and really becoming free of this addiction that has had me in its grip for over 3 decades. Okay, so what I'm going to do in the morning, I'm going to get up, I'm going to weigh myself, and I'm going to measure myself, and I will make a video, and then I'll be able to see the progress. As I hate weighing myself, to be honest, and I'm not looking forward to it, but it's something I need to do, because if this is something that just makes me feel alright in my head but doesn't make any difference to my life, then, you know, what's the point? And the other thing I'm going to do is write a notebook, but I'll save that for another video because I've spoken enough. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and if you yourself are going to be doing your own stop compulsive eating experiment, please, you know, contact me, leave a comment, make a video response. It'd be great to hear from anyone else out there.